uh, more success with some straight punches, and they're mixed in there too.
And
I've disagreed.
Learning to jab in a straight line too would be an advantage for that young man.
I have disagreed with some of his wins because I didn't think he actually pulled out a win, but those it's my personal opinion. But
For example,
Tim Means, his last fight.
Oh,
Tim Means, I didn't think he won that.
I thought the Dirty Bird won that fight too.
Yeah.
And nothing against Sergio. You know, Sergio.
Oh, he's got a lot of heart. That one, he's got
a lot of
ton
heart, and is a quality fighter, no question.
Yeah.
But again, where are we fighting? And
see, that could be where the betting odds are going right now, because right now he's the betting favorite.
Yeah. And if I was in Ben Saunders' corners, I would say, listen, bud, take this guy.
I do like me an underdog.
No.
So, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Ben. I think Saunders can do it. I really do. I think his punching is superior.
I agree with his punching being superior. He's got the range. He knows how to use it. And Sergio...
5-inch reach advantage, if he uses it. And everybody remember, if you have a reach advantage and you don't use it, then it's not a damn advantage.
He lost to Kamaru Usman. Sergio Moraes lost to Kamaru Usman, and I think that had a lot to do with the reach advantage of Usman. That and Usman's a killer.
His hands are fast.
Yeah.
His hands are very fast.
So we're both agreed with Saunders. We're both going against the Vegas odds.
Yeah, and very rarely do I go against Vegas. In this case, I think that they're seeing something that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, I think that Ben can actually defend the jiu-jitsu.
Oh, definitely.
Enough to...
And he's better stand-up.
To get the stand-up win. You know, and we're going to go forward to October. And can Conor McGregor, can Nafuker do it? I don't know. Can he defend against that takedown?
I don't know.
If he can, you know, it's a no-brainer. You know, bet $1,000 on him instantly. But can he? I don't know.
So Saunders.
Khabib is one of those guys that takes people down and makes them look bad real fast. Like, I grew up with one of those guys who was one of those wrestling type of guys, and he threw me on the ground like I was a rag doll, and I'm a pretty big guy. Like, so wrestling is important. Can Conor do it? I don't know. We'll see.
Anywho.
Moving on.
Saunders, what round?
By
what? Do you want a submission? Or?
I think he's gonna TKO him.
Okay.
By punches or strikes, or knock him out. That's what I think. What round? Well, Frank, I'm gonna say I'm picking round 3. The start of round 3.
You're picking round 3.
I'm picking round 3.
See, I'm gonna go early. I'm gonna go 1. I think you're gonna clock him early.
See, my thing is, in watching Ben Saunders fight, he likes to put on a show. He likes to get the crowd into it, and he likes to feed off that. And I think that he's one of those guys that enjoys that interaction. And I think he'll have a feeling out process, and he may learn that Sergio can take him down, and he may learn that Sergio can put him in a position he doesn't want to be in, and that'll be at the end of round 1, and then from there on, we'll be like, you're not taking me down again.
Oh, I see where you're going. Okay. I see where you're going. Yeah, I disagree. So we're on.
It's your choice. You like being on.
It happens. So we're on to the prelims.
Fight Network prelims. Now, this young man, Chase Sherman,
the Vanilla Gorilla.
Dynamite in those hands.
when he can get...
And the guy on the other side, on the left-hand side, has as much dynamite in his hands.
Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series. That was fun fight. Dude, I enjoyed that.
Dude, when he hit that guy, it was like, oh my God, I'm glad I'm not him. There isn't enough tequila in the universe for that.
Heavyweights, man.
So, yes, I assume that the 265 versus the 250 pounder is going to be an interesting fight.
And I think he came down and like he looked good at the weigh-ins though.
Yeah,
he did look good. He looked good at the
He
weigh-ins.
looked very good. I hopefully he's lost weight properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good.
So
I'm going.
what's the odds?
The odds are for the maiden. The odds are for our maiden. I
Yeah.
love calling it maiden. That's great.
Yeah, you're calling Augusto a maiden. I know you're. That's fine. And you're right. He really is untested in the UFC, and I get where you're coming with that.
Yeah.
Where Chase is tested.
Yeah. I'm going with Augusto.
I'm going with Sherman.
You're going with Sherman?
Yeah.
Okay. And rounds?
First.
Oh, KO in the first?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to decision. All right. I think this is going to go all 3 rounds.
No.
Okay.
We'll see it.
Alrighty.
I'm hoping you're wrong.
This is going to be a fun night.
I think that's going to be a fight I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking
now,
forward.
Even the next one I'm looking forward to because I really kind of like this guy.
Which one?
Henrique.
You like Henrique?
Yeah, I do.
I like Span.
And Span is got an interesting character also.
This Dana White's Tuesday Night Fight Contender Series is really picking up some really great people. I like it. That was a lot of reels.
That 81-inch reach, dude.
What
are you? Where's your family tree? Like,
this is awesome.
I cannot believe
That's
someone your height has that reach. That is amazing.
Huge. And this here says it's a heavyweight, but by the looks of the actual weigh-ins, it's a light heavyweight.
They're light heavyweights, aren't they?
Yeah, it doesn't. It says heavyweight.
I'm sure they're light heavyweights. I hope they are. Anyway.
No, it's supposed to be a light heavyweight, but Henrique fought at heavyweight before.
Yeah, and he's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
You know, I know that Span is a bigger man, a couple inches taller.
He's a taller man.
And longer, quite a bit.
He's
longer
lanky.
reach.
He's lanky.
I would assume, and it's only an assumption
So
on my part.
Henrique's coming off 2 losses too. You got to remember that.
Who did he lose to? Do you have notes?
Merchant Tempura and Arjun. See, here we go with the names. Bruhuler. See, I'm horrible with this.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
But
moving on.
Louis Henrique, the KLB, he's got some good punches, and he's got to learn some ring movement. If your opponents always step into their left, cut them off. Like, don't chase. And hopefully his corner has taught him a little bit since his last fight. For Span, I would say to him, listen, you've got the reach advantage. Plant your feet and drill this kid.
Yeah, or put him on his back. That'd be good too. Because Henrique's last couple of fights he has issues being on the bottom. He's great on the top. His ground and pound is just phenomenal. But yeah, you don't want him. He doesn't do as good when he's on the bottom. He tends just to hold on to his opponent instead of actually doing something. He needs to get up.
Yeah, you gotta get up.
Dude, you need to get up.
You gotta get up. I'm not. If I'm judging, I'm not giving you points for laying on there with another man on top of you. I'm sorry. No.
His takedowns are phenomenal. He picks up other heavyweights and throws them down. It's great.
Yeah. That's kind of why I said what I said at the start of this. I like this guy.
One heavyweight.
And not that I don't like. I like both of them, but I think Henrique has something just a little special about him. I don't know what it is. I know that you said he lost the last couple fights, but I think that he kind of stepped out of his ability level.
Okay, so you're going with Henrique. I'm gonna go with Span. Round.
I think it goes all the way.
Oh, you think it goes?
I think it goes all the way.
Okay, it's going to decision.
Decision time. The only way that it's not a decision is if Span gets in some sort of choke.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go decision as well.
I would be,
because he's a tough dude.
He's
really hard to get out.
And I'm hopefully he's got enough of that jiu-jitsu that he doesn't get choked out.
We should see.
But that reach, man, 7-inch reach.
Yeah, that's why I'm going there.
That's John Jones. Anyway.
I think it's better than John Jones. I don't know.
No, John Jones is 84, isn't
Oh, well, yeah, it might be. Yeah. I'll have to double check.
He's the abnormal.
He's in there.
He takes the bell curve and makes it really stupid.
Francisco Trinaldo.
Another young man I like.
Another young man.
He's not a young man, but that's okay.
Evan Dunham.
Dunham.
Different show.
I know.
He's the underdog going into this one, which is interesting. He is coming off a loss. Olivier Aubin Mercier.
Who, Dunham?
Yep.
Oh,
Lost to Olivier.
Oh yeah. Well,
Another great Canadian, by the way.
Another great Canadian. And Olivia, you're allowed to come to our house and eat and drink with us anytime you want, buddy.
I'll feed you.
What do you mean you'll feed him?
I'll feed him. I'll make him bread. Francisco Trinaldo is coming off a loss to James Vick. So there's a reach. Yeah,
that was a reach advantage.
That was a reach advantage problem.
Yeah, where here he's more on the same.
Yeah.
Right, they're both the same height. They're both got the same sort of reach. The leg reach is a little bit different, but I don't think in this matter it will
make much of a difference.
I don't think it'll. Now, if I was Francisco, and I'm Brazilian, and I've learned to kick since
he
I was a
has
little kid.
Learned to kick. This man has definitely.
I would probably beat the snot out of Mr. Dunham's legs, but.
Yep, I hope you learned how to check.
Yeah. If Anderson Silva didn't teach us anything, you better learn to check kicks.
Check kicks. Yeah. So nothing's really jumping out at me, really.
You know what? This matchup is pretty. I know the odds are a little bit skewed in one man's favor, but
still pretty close.
Still pretty close.
Cardio. I love Trinaldo's cardio, even though he's an older man, an older gentleman. I love his cardio. He's got good cardio. His only problem is his guillotines. When he goes to guillotines, he tends to gas out his arms, so he shakes his arms out a lot when he's fighting. So if he... Yeah. Either you get it or you don't. You'll know when to give it up.
And one of the issues...
and I don't know
think this is a 3-round fight.
Would you want to test Devin Dunham's BJJ? I don't know. I wouldn't want to test that man's BJJ. Dunham's got great BJJ.
Which camp is he from?
Dunham Jiu-Jitsu. That was a trick question.
Yeah, I know. It was a very trick question. And nothing against... you have your own camp, and that's awesome.
I think he goes somewhere else for his...
Yeah. And if you come up to TriStar or
yeah, I'm not quite sure where
any of those guys, his jiu-jitsu is decent. I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Good boxing.
Both these
nice
gentlemen,
jabs.
50% of their fights go to decision, and I think that's where this one goes to.
So who wins for you? I'm going with Trinaldo.
Yeah, Frank, I hate to agree with you, but I think you're probably right.
I think you, George.
Oh yeah.
I actually think it goes to a decision.
I think it goes to a decision.
Okay.
And unfortunately, in Brazil, a Brazilian.
Yeah.
And I think that Mr. Dunham's going to get his legs kicked a lot.
A lot.
I really do. And I think unless he can overcome that or sidestep it or check it or...
get the BJJ.
He's got to... You know, this thing about taking people down who are kicking you, that's really a good idea. Except you got to be careful who you take down. If this guy is better on the ground than you are, don't take him down. And if you think you're better than he is, and you learn very quickly that you're not, get the hell up. Do all you can do to get up, get back to your feet. And I mean, that's straight coaching 101, and people should know that. Fighters should know that, and I know they know that, and I'm reiterating things that everybody knows. Sorry. I love tequila.
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Christos, new maiden. He's a maiden.
I have not.
We don't know anything.
I don't know a thing about this young man.
No, we'd have to do some.
He's got abs. He's ahead of me.
We'd have to do some research for sure if we change our minds on that one. But
the thing about Charles Oliveira, he very rarely goes to decision. That is an important stat, ladies and gentlemen. You know,
win or lose, he doesn't go to a decision.
He doesn't go to a decision very often.
He's yeah.
He likes to go out on a shield or on.
Yeah.
Or with it, one of the two.
Yeah.
You know.
We do appreciate that.
And I do appreciate that. The fights that he has lost, he's lost to some pretty impressive people.
Yeah, he's lost to Paul Felder, Ricardo Lamas.
I mean, Paul, the Irish Dragon Felder.
Yeah.
One of the best fighters in the UFC.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, I do have Charles as a C class. Like, that's, in my books, that's really high.
We started this horse racing thing many years ago, and because I love betting horses.
Like, I think there's only 2 people that I have as an A class fighter. Yeah. I mean, maybe 3.
Ronda Rousey?
No.
Oh, okay. Jeez. I'm sorry if you don't know Frank very well. This person loves Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey could do no wrong. I had to watch an hour-long shark program with Ronda Rousey swimming with sharks. I'm not sure why.
Do no wrong. Alrighty, so Charles Oliveira, so far is the favorite.
I would go that way.
Yeah, me too.
And I would go that way by submission, probably in the second round.
Yeah, I'm in agreement.
You probably give the new guy, a few minutes to find his legs, and then he probably,
kick him out from under him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or he's a monkey backpack. One of the two.
Yeah.
Rear naked choke.
It depends on how the crowd reacts as he walks down there, and maybe he gets gung ho and he runs across the ring and flying monkey bars the guy. I don't know.
Who knows?
You never know. Like, that's why they fight the fights, everybody, and that's why we say the things we say, because you never know.
Just never know. And we are into the main card.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I really don't know how this lady got 9-0. And I'm sure that she's a very good fighter.
She was another Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series.
But Randa is just such a step above where she's been fighting at. Randa, we love you. Your record doesn't...
It's a pick'em.
It doesn't portray what you've done, in my mind. You are awesome